Should we move this a little bit?
Best view for you from there?
No, that's good.
Sure.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. A lot of you have been calling, wanting to get some more information on the Memorial City incident that occurred on Sunday, August 11th. And today we obviously released a picture of a person of interest. Today we actually want to go over a video where you see the primary person of interest who's in a green shirt and another male individual who is believed to be associated with his individual, and we'd like the public's help in catching them. First and foremost, we're grateful that there were no serious injuries as a result of this individual conducting himself the way he did on Sunday. The only injuries we're aware of, or the two primary ones we're aware of, is a mother and 16 or 17-year-old son that tripped. And whose phone was that? Houston, you're on probation. Is that you? All right. He was blaming the photog's blaming the reporter. That's just not right. I'm sorry, man. That's the best you can do right there. He's rolling over. Anyway, so what we're going to ask the public, we need the public's help to catch this person. But before I go into the actual incident, realize that doing these things are going to be taken very seriously. When you cause a panic, like the old saying, the First Amendment does not allow you to yell fire in the theater. Well, it doesn't allow you to do things that causes a panic and people stampeding out of a very busy area. And God forbid somebody dies, you'd be criminally liable for that death. And so first and foremost, our message is don't try this. Don't do this, because we are going to investigate to the full extent of the law, and then we're going to do our very best to get charges up to and including felony making a terroristic threat. So that's a felony, and that's what we're going to try to do in this case if appropriate. Since we released a video, released a surveillance photo of the person of interest, since we've had a lot of tips coming in to the department via our partners at Crime Stoppers, we are aggressively following up on each and every one of those tips. This morning, again, we tweeted out this surveillance video clip of the person of interest in the green shirt, and again, another male wearing a gray shirt who has been seen with them, who had been seen with him, that you'll see right behind me. And now I'll take a minute to... So you know what that guy running tells me? He knows he's up to no good, okay? We'd really like the community's help to identify both of these individuals. These individuals, especially one in the green shirt, we need the people that were in the food court, that were there when it happened, to please come forward. Let us know exactly what you witnessed, exactly what was said, exactly what was yelled, because we need you, and it takes a community to hold people accountable. We all have to come together. We don't need you on Facebook talking about it. We need you to contact the police department and let us have the opportunity to interview you so we can retrace, retrack, and recreate what happened here, and obviously seek the appropriate charges. Again, we're very fortunate that nothing happened. But again, if you're in the food court that day when this happened, and saw or heard this person, saw or heard what they said or did, please, please, please come forward. You can actually provide information anonymously through Crime Stoppers here in Houston. So again, today's message is we need to identify these two. If you were there in the food court, please come forward, even if you do it through Crime Stoppers. And lastly, if you're thinking about doing something like this, don't. Because if you set into motion a chain of events that leads to the serious injury or death of another individual, you're going to be held liable for that serious injury and death of an individual. And so you're truly playing with fire, you're playing with your freedom, putting your freedom at risk, but more importantly than anything else, you're putting lives of our fellow Houstonians at risk. And you all know that within 2 hours that day, an hour later, we got a call of a potential active shooting investigation incident at the Walmart, at a Walmart in the city, which turned out to not be accurate as well. Somebody's coming in there. And so with that, we'll open it up to questions.
Chief, when it comes to the actual incident that took place, him supposedly jumping on the table, will you all be releasing that video? Do you even have that video?
I don't think we have video of that actual piece of it, but the videos that we have released are the videos that we need people to identify the man in the green, young man in the green. Somebody knows this guy. Somebody's seen this guy. This guy's probably talking. And to message to him, it'll be a lot better for you if you just come forward. If you're that person that we're looking for, You know, that's one of the things that judges and juries look at, is are you owning it? Are you coming forward? Or are you making the police department find you? We're going to find him. Somebody's going to know this guy. You know, reward money goes up, I guarantee you somebody will talk.
And what type of charges is he facing?
Potentially felony making a terrorist threat. So until we finish the investigation, we won't know what the final charges will be, but that's the potential at this point.
Is there video of these two guys somewhere else? Like, do you know that they were together, or were they, you know, were they walking?
Yes, they believe that they're tied to each other. So investigators need help identifying them both.
Chief, just talk about the climate. Obviously, people are on edge given what's happened in the past month. Obviously, you know, I spoke with a mother who said her daughter called her crying. They were thinking the worst thing imaginable.
Yeah.
So, just talk in regards to just how people are thinking, what you're hearing as an officer.
Well, I think that when you start seeing active shooters indiscriminately killing people at festivals in Gilroy, you know, at Walmarts in El Paso, in an entertainment district in Dayton, and then we can start backing it up to churches and schools, high schools, elementary schools, places of employment. It just goes on down the line. Nerves right now are really fray, and American people, their nerves are frayed right now, and this is not the time to try to create the chaos that this individual created at the Memorial City Mall, because A, people are on edge, B, nerves are frayed, and C, the potential for serious bodily injury or death during a stampede is real. It's real, and it's foreseeable. And I would argue that if somebody does this and somebody gets killed, that we're going to probably try to do our very best to charge that person with murder. Because everyone knows when you get people in tight quarters to stampede, right, that the potential for serious bodily injury or death is high. It's real. Then you add old people to the mix, or you add little children to the mix. They're very vulnerable from serious injury to serious injury or death in these kinds of events. Yes, sir.
These look like high school kids. Do you have any reason to believe they're minors?
We believe that they're late teens to early 20s.
And there's several malls in the city of Houston, so is there any motive as to why this
No,
was selected? Was it more accessible?
No, we don't know yet. We don't know. There could have been any mall. This could have happened any mall in the state, any mall in the city, in the county, in the country. It's just, who knows? We'll find out why they picked me. It's closest to home. Maybe the guy rode his bicycle there. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we investigate. But I do know, and I am hopeful, that this community is going to come together and help us identify these individuals. Because the last thing we need is for this to happen again, somebody to get killed. Could you imagine being with your little toddler walking around the mall and all of a sudden everybody starts running? Could you imagine what would happen to that little child if they get knocked down? Or that elderly person with the walker? We see all these kind of populations at the mall, do we not? You're just placing people at risk, and it's not a laughing matter. It's very serious. Esta tarde queremos suplicar a la comunidad que vean este video, que el muchacho en la camiseta verde es nuestro sospechoso sobre lo que ocurrió en el Memorial City Mall el domingo, y otra persona que está aquí con la camiseta gris, también una persona de interés que pensamos que estaba con ese muchacho. Les suplicamos que por favor, si conocen a estas personas, que llamen a la policía o que llamen al Crime Stoppers, donde sí se habla español también, no tienen ni que dar su nombre. La otra cosa que es importante que la comunidad sepa que esto no es un chiste, esto no es una broma. Y si algo pasa con una persona causa esta clase de pánico y una persona se cae y se muere, es un homicidio y puede ir preso por cometer un homicidio. Acuérdese que vemos muchos niños chiquiticos que están con sus mamás y sus papás, personas más ancianas que si lo tumban para el piso y lo atropellan, pueden ser heridos muy seriamente o pueden ser matados por esta clase de actividad. Así que no tome esta clase de acción porque es una acción muy seria, y vamos a hacer todos nuestros esfuerzos posibles para traer cargas de felonía por ser amenazas terrorísticas en el mall de Memorial City.
La persona de verde está encapuchada
por sus movimientos creen que sí fue alguien que...
Sí, esa persona de verde, vestido de verde, sí es nuestro sospechoso. Estamos con una gran confianza que es el sospechoso, y el que está vestido de gris, tenemos una gran confianza que pensamos que andaba con él, y es que es un testigo, un colega. También los que estaban en la área del food court, donde ocurrió esto, sabemos que había muchas personas ahí. Necesitamos que nos llamen y que nos lo digan exactamente qué fue lo que hizo el muchacho vestido de verde, qué fue lo que dijo, qué fue lo que hizo, cuáles fueron sus acciones. Acuérdense que pueden llamar a Crime Stoppers y no tienen ni que dar su nombre. Lo que necesitamos es la información, por favor.
Háblenos del momento que estamos viviendo, como para decir algo que ellos consideran una broma, pero realmente qué está pasando en este momento en el país, que este tipo de bromas ya se consideran...
Mire, acuérdese que la Constitución nos da la habilidad de tener nuestros derechos de poder hablar, pero sabemos que no pueden llegar a un teatro y no puedes estar adentro de un teatro y gritar que hay un fuego. Sabemos que hay límites a esos derechos. Pero en esta época, cuando estamos con personas atacando en los Walmarts, en las áreas de fiesta, en festivales, en las escuelas, en las tiendas, sabemos que la comunidad americana aquí en los Estados Unidos están con mucho temor, y cualquier cosa esto va a ocurrir. No podemos en esta época, ninguna época deben estar bromeando así, porque es un crimen muy, muy serio. Para empezar, la carga puede ser siendo amenaza terrorística, que puede ser una felonía, y si por alguna razón alguien muere, va a ir por los homicidios. Los cargas van a ser los homicidios y van a ir por la prisión por muchos años. Y cada vez que esto pasa con los bebecitos que están caminando con sus papás, acuérdese, si tumbas a ese niño y una persona como de mi edad, de mi peso, 250 libras.
Hi everyone, Reika Mutaraj here in the KHOU 11 newsroom. We've been listening to HPD Chief Art Acevedo speak about the department releasing some new surveillance video of a person of interest and a second person they want to talk to in regards to an incident that happened at Memorial City Mall on Sunday. You know, it's something that we've been talking about on air and online all week, about an incident where a man reportedly jumped up on a table in the food court area and yelled that he was going to kill himself. Well, this caused so much panic for shoppers and for people who, employees there who were working. People started really running to safety. It really triggered quite a scare, especially in the wake of the shooting in El Paso at a Walmart, and of course the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, outside a bar there. So again, Chief Art Acevedo coming out today to talk about the seriousness of this crime. He said, look, it's like yelling fire in a theater. And you know that making a terrorist threat is a felony. So they are certainly looking for information. This is that video. We're going to keep replaying it for you. They're looking for two people. So the first person that they're looking for in that video is, you see the young man in the green shirt. He is the main person of interest who they want to talk to. And then there's a person behind him walking in a gray shirt in this video that they released. And that is a possible witness. They want to talk to this person, get more information. Both of those people considered to be either in their late teens, early 20s. This incident, though, did prompt rumors of an active shooter, again, sending shoppers, employees running for exits. It was very scary for folks out there. And so police say this is a very serious matter. They are taking this seriously. They have received several tips so far. They are combing through those tips, trying to sort through all of those. So they're still trying to collect information. And they want people to come forward. It was a busy food court. It's a Sunday at Memorial City Mall. A lot of people out there, a lot of people saw this. They want people to come forward with any information they have in this case. You can call Crime Stoppers. That phone number is 713-222-TIPS. Of course, they are looking again for the identity and the whereabouts of the man wearing the green shirt, the man behind him in the surveillance video that we're seeing for the first time today. They also want some information on that young man as well. So they're trying to get in touch with him. Again, they say that they're taking this very seriously because incidents like this cause panic. They can cause injury, and sometimes when you have a stampede, you have people running to safety, someone can get trampled, seriously injured, even death. This is coming from the chief. So he is warning folks, look, you will be held liable. this should not happen again. So again, hearing from Chief Art Acevedo, really trying to get this video out there. We are sharing it on all of our social media platforms. You're seeing it here on our Facebook Live, and of course we've got it on Twitter and our Facebook page, and we're going to have the latest on this coming up on the 411 in just a little bit. But thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you in a bit.